it's a great movie, and it's. Is it everything you wanted to say? First go. Right now, what do I do?
That was definitely the plan. I don't know. I think when you end up making when you look at the final movie, I think you feel you should be much more ambitious about it. And I feel very awkward about when I finish the movie. I do, I must admit. But definitely the intention was sort of doing everything I had in me in one go. And I mean, a debut movie is a special kind of movie. You can truly only do it once. So it just has to be right.
Yeah. Well, it certainly is. How was? Do you find you still want to tinker with it, or do you feel?
Definitely not. I just want to leave it dead.
Just want to leave it dead and move on to the next thing, which is Allegro, right?
Yes.
And how's that coming?
It's coming out quite well. I mean, the script is finished. Everything is lined up. We're going to shoot hopefully in 2 or 3 months. We're going to shoot in late August. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's so exciting. Any of the same cast?
That's the only thing that's tricky. That's the cast. We don't. That's not settled yet.
Yeah.
So we're looking into that. That has to be settled quite soon.
Yeah. Well, Hannah, how did you cast this? I mean, you've got this woman who is capable of being 2 completely different women. You've got this wonderful, enigmatic leading man, and 2 leading men, but Alex in particular. I mean, he's amazing. He sits down in the cafe, and I'm like, that's almost a cheesy line, but yeah, I'd go with it. When did we go to Rome?
True, true. Well, this movie was really sort of created for those 2 actors, Maria and Nikolai. I worked with them 2 times previously in film school, where I have done 2 shorts with them. So I knew when I had to make a debut movie, it definitely had to be something where they could just sort of flourish and help me make a great movie, hopefully. That was the plan, anyway. Yeah. So so I really had my eyes set on them. This movie had not been made had they not been involved. I would have written something different.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's a great testament to them as well, and to you. It works both ways. They're coming back to work on a feature.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about the experience of taking your first movie around the world.
Well, it's until now it's been quite pleasurable since people like it. I mean, when you make a movie, I guess it doesn't really depend on what kind of movie. I guess you're very nervous about how it's going to be received. Yeah. But I feel definitely with this movie making something where I didn't really have a reference that, well, if it seems like it's going to be like this movie, it's going to be great. There wasn't really any movie I could say if it ends up being like this or that. I know it's going to be not totally a failure. That makes you really nervous about how is people going to receive it. I mean, it's just me that's going to like it afterwards, and I'm not going to like it. I know, because I don't like what I do. So I'm going to end up only my parents going to like it. So, but it ended up fine.
Yeah. It's got amazing crits. It's from the reception from the festivals that you've taken it to. It's really a wonderful venture. Who are your influences? I mean, do you feel yourself very much part of the Danish filmmaking?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely not, no. I feel this movie in particular is very much a homage to the French cinema of the 60s, and in particular Godard. Not that you could imitate him or anything, it's just the fact that I think this movie is sort of in respect in the fact that he exists and he's there and he created modern cinema. Had he not been there, the world of cinema would look very different. But then there's also obviously other influences. Cinema du look, also from France, with people like Leo Carax, is a great inspiration. So there's a couple of people that I think the movie sort of pays homage to, but it's not a referential movie. It's not a movie where you should have a checklist and say, there's a reference to this movie, and that shot is taken from that. It's not sort of a intertextual movie. It's just a movie that likes other movies.
Well, that's a really good move, because a lot of straight out of art college filmmakers do tend to do the checklist. I know. Yeah, it's a temptation, but it's not something where you go, oh, that's but it just has this great atmosphere to it. So, and so is Allegro, is that also considering the nature of love? And
It definitely is a theme of love, but it should be a science fiction movie. I'm sort of very interested in sort of going through the genres that I love, but I feel it has sort of staled and become, in many ways, very dead. So I think this is sort of my take on love movie, and the next one should be a science fiction movie.
Well, there you go.
So see how it ends up.
Yeah, excellent. So is love a matter of choice for you?
Is love what?
A matter of choice?
It's I don't know if it's a matter of choice. It's definitely a hard decision.
Yeah, that's for sure. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
It really is. It's a great film. I really enjoyed it, and just captivating stars as well.
Thank you very much.
Stylistically beautiful. You're really beautiful. You worked with the same DP, right?
Absolutely, it's the same crew that I've met in film school. We're sort of working together, and we're doing the next movie together. We're sort of a tight unit.
Stay with them.
Yeah, well.
That's great.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you so